As summer heats up, more people are outside, and so is Utah's bear population. They're out, they're more active, and there's been a big increase this year of bear reports. So if you see one, what do you do? Well, here to help us out is Scott Root from the Division of Utah's Wildlife Resources. Scott, thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
I guess bears love the summertime too.
They sure do, and it has been kind of a popular year to see a bear.
And why have we seen so many more bear run-ins this year?
We think it's because our population's doing pretty well, and you know, we're encroaching a little bit out into their territories and such with all of the development and such, but mostly it's the population.
How many have we had this year?
We've had now 26 reports statewide, but in the central region here, 21 of those 26 have been right here in the central region.
Okay, so you know that there's more of an area you're going to find those bears, and you're saying in the central region. Can you be more specific where we would run into a bear?
Well, there's a lot more people in the central region of the state, and so, but they've been, you know, Utah County, Sanpete County, Park City, you know, all along the Wasatch Front. We're getting a few more reports this year of bears coming into, you know, backyards and the campsites, and the reason that is because most of these bears are young bears that are on their own and they're following their nose.
I gotcha. So they're smelling that food, whether you've got it at a cookout in your backyard, whether you're camping out there. So we know that there's a likelihood you're going to run into a bear, especially in central Utah, right? And kind of where the population is higher. What do you do if you run into one?
Okay, so basically, don't run away. You know, black bears, you just want to raise your arms, appear bigger.
Right, so you stand tall, raise your arms like this.
Wave your arms, make a lot of noise, which I tell everybody will come naturally. And that typically will get them to at least say, hey, I don't like this, and they'll amble off. They don't always run off. My experience is that they have run off when I've seen one.
So they even do that before you raise your arms and maybe scream and shout?
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes, though, bears just kind of keep walking toward you and such, but you need to stand your ground.
Okay, so that's the biggest thing.
Yes.
And then you mentioned the smell. What can you do to help prevent those bears from smelling your food at your campsite? Yeah,
bears have a great sense of smell. We can't be odor-free entirely, but there are some things we can do to minimize that chance of having bears come into either our home or our campsite.
So what do you do there?
So first of all, with your homes, you know, barbecue grills can attract bears, hummingbird feeders, dog food, and mostly trash cans. So on the night of the trash guy coming, keep your garbage cans inside your garage. Don't put them out until the next morning.
Okay, so that's if you're at home, and if you're camping, what do you do if you're out there and you've got food in a
Keep your food in the trunk of your car, or if there's a place to put food. In some campsites, they have a little bear compartment. If you're out in primitive areas, take your food and hoist it up in a tree with a rope and put it in a canvas bag and get it up higher off the ground. That'll help.
There you go. A couple of ideas to be bear aware. If you want to get more information, we have a link to their website at abc4.com/GMU. Talking this morning with the Utah Division of Wildlife Resources, Scott Root. Scott, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
Emily, over to you.